something personal. Even though I haven't said much, I just hope he knows I heard it all. Hope he knows I'm down with anything he's trying to work towards, cause that shit cut me deep like it was surgical. My auntie needed surgery, I swear that news there hurt us all. Operating theatre, I thought that could be her curtain call. My mum contained her fears, but she was scared and I was nervous too. Once again I chose to hide my tears behind the burning wall. Oh man, they've been talking for a little bit still, man.
Yeah.
The name's buzzing. Yeah.
Things are going well.
I suppose if the name weren't buzzing, maybe we wouldn't be talking right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But how does it feel? Does it feel like your name's starting, the stock's starting to rise? Does it feel like that for you?
Yeah, but to be honest, like at the moment, I'm just so wrapped up in the actual work side of it. Do you know what I mean? Like actively, like every single day, just trying to make things happen. So when I'm seeing the results, it's like, oh yeah, dope. It's a bonus, but then right back at it. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to sit back and start getting like too complacent and thinking about that too much. I just want to keep the work going and remember like what got me there in the first place. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about it from earlier, from South London. Yeah. A lot of people saying that we're in the era of 2000 in South London. Like, I'm hearing a bit of that. Fecky's been popping off for a bit. Section boys are heating up. Definitely. Stormzy's doing a lot of stuff at the moment. And your name is thrown in the mix with those, man. How does it feel to be, from South London right now?
It's dope. No, it is dope. It is. Like as far as like Section and Stormzy go, those are like my friends anyway. Like before all of this anyway. So it's just normal for us to be associated. Like, but everyone from South is going hard. There's people all over though that's definitely killing it. I think Potter's doing things right now. Coming from East London, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of people, but South, I think, it's just so much and it's in your face. Do you know what I mean? And everybody's so consistent. I think like we kind of feed off each other. Do you know what I mean? If one man drops something, you kind of think, okay, cool. Do you know what I mean? And everybody's kind of on the edge of the time, just dropping, and it's nice to see right now.
You think there's a unity at the moment, like not before, like ever been before?
Yeah, I think the unity now comes from people understanding, or at least trying more to understand the business side of it. But like the more business side in terms of just networking and how you can benefit them, how they can benefit you, and rappers are linking up, clothing brands, everybody's just trying to get with each other and do things, just like how you reached out to me or whatever. It's just everybody's just trying to be proactive in that sense now. So there's no time for like politics, whereas before there's always been like rap beefs and dramas. You don't really hear about that now. Do you know what I mean? We don't really entertain it too much. Like everybody might get caught up once and then, but it's not really that. Do you know what I mean? I think there's a lot of unity, and it's because there's a goal and we're all just trying to achieve it. Do you know what I mean?
Now, obviously, before the heat, before the buzz, which you got at the moment, there's a history. You know what I mean? For those that don't know, give us a brief, history into the musical life of Bonkaz.
I've just been rapping, man. I've been rapping since... I can't remember not rapping. You know what I mean? I can't remember not rapping. Probably like primary school. I remember being able to rap, but like taking it seriously and recording probably about 15, 16, I started really like trying to actually rap, do you know what I mean, and take it seriously. And then since then it's just been not so much consistency. I haven't really taken it as seriously as I do now. Like now I see it as it's all I want to do. It is virtually all I do anyway, do you know what I mean? Which can be a good thing and a bad thing, but yeah, right now it's just all I do, and I'm just trying to keep it like that, do you know what I mean, right now. Keep it stepping.
So do you feel like there's a lot of sacrifices being made at the moment?
Yeah, 100%,
for music? Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
some of those you'd like to divulge?
You
know, because for example, I talk to a lot of new artists, young artists, and they talk about sometimes the deliberation between having a day job, you know what I mean, and just taking music full time. Sometimes new artists talk about sacrificing relationships. Yeah. You know, sometimes artists talk about sacrificing family life.
I put all that in my music as well anyway, but those things definitely happen. The day job thing, I just threw that out the window. I couldn't, do you know what I mean? I felt like, do you know what, this is it. Like, if I don't put 100% into this, I don't want any excuses. I don't want to look back in 5 years and think, oh, maybe if I went harder, I could have done that. I want to eradicate that completely. Like, I'm going to go 100%. So that went out the window. Relationships tend to go out the window as well. Like, a lot. Yeah, it's a bit mad. There's a lot of sacrifices. It's good and bad at the same time, do you know what I mean? But I'm trying to find a balance. But I enjoy the process of things at the same time. Like, not having it perfect, the process of getting there. I feel like if I was to make it, if I had millions in the bank right now, I wouldn't have the drive that I do. Do you know what I'm saying? So all of these sacrifices drive me at the end of the day, which is why I kind of choose to live with no regrets anyway.
Now, obviously, out of South London as well, people are making, I don't want to say comparisons, but after Stormzy getting some massive exposure and being seen as the guy in 2015 now,
100%.
a lot of people are putting their money on you to be the next guy. How does that feel, man? How does that make you feel?
That feels great. It does feel good. Like, I'm still happy that it's Stormzy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still watching him and thinking, yeah, that's dope. Like, that's my boy. I'm still enjoying that. So for people to say that it's me next now, like, that's overwhelming, because the way that I enjoy just watching it is making me think, like, how is it really gonna feel like if that is me next? Do you know what I mean? And it's great. Like, and I love the way that it doesn't have to be competitive between me and any of my friends. It's not like a you or me. It's like you, then me, then let's see who goes next, and let's just all go. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's about. So yeah, it's dope. Like, that's very fun situation. That's the one, Young Mike Skinner. Yeah. And he told me I'm next. I said I ain't even involved. I'm trying to be the next version of me, I guess. Every week I evolve into something new. I don't need your style and they don't need another you. Don't trying to tell me to do, I mean, I'm the first of my kind. I'm working all night while the curtains are drawn. When the surface gets wiped, I'm in front of that screen. Live in front of that screen. These women coming in trying to f*** my dreams, get cut like a scene.
There's a lot of artists, UK artists, that definitely admit that they like the streets, but they don't put him in their top three. You just put him in your top three, and you paid homage to him big time. Why did you feel like you had to do that?
Because he was like involved in like a lot of the music that I grew up on. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I think of like Kano, I automatically think of him. But I associate that era, like Kano, the streets, Mitchell Brothers, that whole situation there, like, that's success for me. That's like me, Stormzy and Section, all in the charts, like, all running it, like killing it commercially as well, but still making our own music. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That's like Potter Paper just blowing up, still making his exact same music that he makes now, but just blowing. Like, that's what that was to me, because I didn't really see a big change in them. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I feel so heavily attached to that kind of situation. I felt like I needed to do something like that.
And you adopted the flow as well.
Yeah,
that spoken word type of flow that he's got. Was that easy for you to do?
Yeah, that came like not easy. Like, when I done it, I kind of felt, yeah, this must be tricky for him to do, like, for a whole album. But it was fun because it's not my style, and I'm not obliged to do it, innit? So, like, just doing it for one style is fun. That's why I like singing now, because it's like I don't have to sing. Like, if it's not the best vocals, no one's gonna be like pointing it out or anything. Like, so it's more free and fun. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed doing that.
How important is it to Bonkaz to preserve the Britishness when you put out a project?
I don't know. I don't think about that. I just think about preserving me, like, myself, innit? Like, I don't really think about that because I listen to a lot of American music. So if I take influence, like, I don't want to be like putting guards up. Like, I don't want to take influence from there, Like, you just take it, innit? It's like, you watch something, you can get influenced by it, it's whatever, do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's subconscious, sometimes you know what you're doing, like with the Mike Skinner situation. Yeah, it can happen subconsciously as well though, definitely, but I don't really pay attention to it too much. I just feel like everyone should just do whatever they want to do, to be honest. Like, that's how I feel.
You spoke about the Mike Skinner era when there was the Mitchell Brothers and Kano, the whole 679 situation. You know, that was an era. That was around 05 times. I remember them times. At that same time as well, with that Britishness, there were artists that were emerging with American accents. And that whole American accent thing seems to have gone, but it's like a lot of UK artists are adopting American swag. And I call them Americanisms. You know what I mean? Maybe sometimes it's the production, or it's just the style in which they're making songs. Do you care about any of that? If people say that maybe that's how your music is sometimes?
No, because no. Do you know why? Because I can make a song, I can make a whole album of music which would not allow anybody to ever say that. So if I make a song where people say it, they can say it, I don't care. Like, I'm not an artist, like, you see, like, you might get a negative comment on a YouTube vid. I'm not fussed because I can do something better tomorrow. Like, I can identify what that person's problem is. Like, he might not be saying I'm whack, but he might be saying, oh, I don't like this style of Bonkaz. I want him to do that hard stuff. I can do that right now, like without writing it down. It's not, do you know what I mean? So like, for me to worry about that doesn't make sense. Like I don't, if someone starts telling me about something that I feel like I can't do, then maybe. But I can make British music, I can make music that is influenced by American music because we all listen to it, do you know what I mean? So it's not really a problem for me.
I wanna know, cause I don't know who you'd be without him. I'm in love with you cause I'm in love with those. You ain't got to worry about these other. All they do is just come and go.